Now I want to share to you an upcoming protest that's being organized in Australia. On September the 5th, there's going to be a protest that's being organized in Australia, I believe in Victoria, in Melbourne. Here's a picture to let you know people are being aware of it, they're being awakened, and they are uniting. This is very important for you to do because this draconian government, they're not going to stop these measures because they are losing too much control over this matrix. Too many people are waking up, and the only way for these reptiles and these darker ET races to prevent the collective from ascending is to impose these type of control and domination, so that way people surrender their sovereignty, they submit themselves to being controlled and eventually being vaccinated if they're too asleep to know what's going on and to figure out the bigger picture. Now I want to show you some ideas and suggestions I have for the people who are planning to protest and demonstrate in Australia. I think these suggestions I'm going to offer to you, it's going to be very effective if you choose to implement them. So here's what I would do if I was in Australia and trying to organize a protest and make this as effective as possible. Instead of organizing your protest in public parks or stadiums and places such as this, you want to give them a deadline to carry out this action because you want it to be immediate in order to be effective. And you have to be prepared to carry out the lawsuit. I want to share a clip right now of how arrogant and uninformed these chief of police are in Australia. They have no respect for the people who are waking up and taking back their power and becoming sovereign. They look down on them as being complete nutcase, and that they're a threat, or they are a threat to the community. Here's the clip right now.
Look, there are any number of groups out there, and if you just did a Google search on 5G, anti-vaxxers, anti-mask, look, the tinfoil hat wearing brigade are alive and well out there in our community, and they're taking every opportunity to leverage the current situation to serve their own ridiculous notions about so-called sovereign citizens, about constitutional issues, and about how 5G is going to kill your grandkids. I mean, it's just crazy. It's batshit crazy nonsense, and people need to wake up to themselves, and because the wider community is awake to you, and you need to stop it.
That he's uninformed, completely mind-controlled, and is taken over by these dark ET force because they have no respect or regard for human life and sovereignty. He looks down at them. He looks down at people who are awakened and sovereign as they are batshit, he calls them. Batshit crazy.